What's up, everybody? This is Scratch. I got a quick video here for you. We're going to take a look at some of the updates in the January 2018 as of the end of the month. We're getting towards the end of the month now. There's been some updates to stuff that we've seen. We've got some new features, and I'm just going to quick fire through them real quick and kind of show you where they are. First of all, we have, if we go over here to the next achievements, this is the latest update actually, and we can go down here and we can actually pick to see what our next achievements are that we've seen this before. But notice now that we have a next achievements filter. So if I wanted to hide an achievement or hide a game, I can now do that, and you'll see that Diablo comes completely out of my list. Even though that's something that I've played recently, it's completely out of the list and I don't have to worry about it or look at it again if I don't want to. Now let's assume that I do boot it back up and I want to play it, and I go over here to my next achievements and I notice that it's no longer in the list. I can just come right here to one of the achievements. You can select any one you want and you'll see the next achievements filter there where you can select it and you can say to unhide the game, and then it will show back up in the list. Right there it is. So now you can see it's appearing back in there. So if you decide that you want to go back to a game and you want it to appear back in there, you can do that. Or if you've just given up all hope on ever getting those achievements and you don't want to see those in the list but you do like to play the game, you have the option to filter, which I think is pretty cool. So the other thing that was talked about was the game hubs, the mini game hubs. Like here, we'll take a look at the Sea of Thieves closed beta. We've seen this before. I've actually had it on my console for a little while now, but you can see that there's been some changes here. We can have the next achievements. There's no next achievements for this, but it actually filters the next achievements for the game itself. Of course, Sea of Thieves closed beta doesn't have any. I can see all my friends who are playing if I want to look and see who's on right now. We got looking for group posts, recent captures. I can add it to home, which, you know, adds it to the home screen if I want it, if that's a game that I play a lot. And then it has, you know, different screenshots and streams and popular clips and all that sort of stuff. Or you can obviously take the link and go to the full-blown game hub. We have videos on the channel about all this stuff if you've never seen them, but it's pretty cool to come in here and hang out and check this stuff out, get social, see what's being posted. The popular games and the devs seem to update this stuff quite a bit, so it's actually a pretty good place to come and get game information if you don't have time to browse the web or don't care to. It's a pretty good place to stop and get information. One of the new updates that actually just came out today is you can see here that we have separation between the lists over here on the left, and if you're a Game Pass member, you will see Xbox Game Pass games sorted out. There's been some big announcements surrounding Game Pass lately with new brand new first-party releases are going to be coming to this, and we've got another video about that as well. But basically, if you get it, this is where all of your Game Pass games that you don't have installed will live. So for example, if I decided that I wanted to install Fable 2, you can see that it comes out of this list and the Xbox Game Pass library drops down by 1 because I actually have that game in my list. So there's actually more than 117 games. I've got quite a few of them downloaded in here, but you can see that it'll tell you which ones you don't have installed but are part of that program. So it's kind of nice that they're listed there. I did notice that it does list games that I've owned because a friend of mine, Silent Legions, actually bought one of these for me. Actually, maybe it's not this one, but I do own Dig Dug on the 360 anyways, but that's listed here as well. It's just not installed, but it's indicating that it's in the Game Pass just the same. So that's kind of cool to have that separation, and I can see the updates in the queue, and it just has games and apps, and then there's, you know, the separation there. So that's pretty good. And finally, one that I skipped earlier, but under the personalization, you can go to the theme and the motion. This has been out for a little bit yet. There's some videos out there about it, but you can actually schedule your theme to change. So I have the light theme starts at 9 a.m. and the light themes ends at 4 a.m. So if or 4 p.m. rather. So if I change this to 10:38 and then it's changed, it's after 10:38. So you can see that it goes to the light theme, and then it'll change back the other way around or whatever. You can play around with those. I usually just leave it on the dark because I like the dark, but if you want it to change because of your eyes or your lighting situation or however things may work, it's always bright here in my studio, so dark works for me. But it's options, and options are always welcome and great. So that's pretty much it that all I've got for this video. So thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to check out the other videos on the channel for giveaways and some of the stuff that we're talking about with the Game Pass. There's some pretty cool things there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next update video or whatever the case may be.